Hello, welcome back. Excuse me. I tried to make this video yesterday, but I didn't like how it turned out, so take two. I've deleted the previous one, and I still want to touch base with the same topic. Yeah, let's just give her a whirl. First off, let's just check out the condition of the tank. As you can see, everything's going wonderfully. I've got my ammonia situation sorted. It's not a problem anymore. I've restored my cycle, so to speak, if you even want to call it a cycle, because I'm starting to think it's not really a cycle. It's just controlling levels. But the tank has matured itself in the sense that I can go about 3 days now without a water change. Current conditions you're looking at, this is 2-day-old water. And sorry, my throat's a little hoarse today. And anyhow, I'll try and speak up because my voice is low. And so here we have it. The fish are doing good. They're nice and healthy. Now, a couple of the new arrivals haven't been eating properly, and I have them down here now because I figure they're at the point where they've weakened themselves, that they're vulnerable. They may have, due to weakening their own immune systems, picked something up. So I have them over here in a small tank. They're all set up nice. They're actually doing better. Yeah, I've got some stuff going on in there to help them out, and hopefully we can get them strong. It might have something to do with just the stress of being in the other tank. These two, they've just been nervous fish, and I'm noticing in here, with the help I've given them in just a day, they're a little more lively, a little less staying still. Now, I do have some larger fish, and I also have fish in there that are the same size as these guys, and they do fine. So I think it's all just attitude, to be honest. But the fact that they're not competing, they're scared to compete, I guess is the way to put it. So we'll see if we can get them eating tomorrow after being in here for a day. And we're going to keep them in here for a little bit until I think their treatments are finished, and then I might just keep them up in here just to give them a little more relaxed time. See if I can get them eating. And once I see them turn to eating, everything's fine. Once they get the good food in them, they're going to strengthen up and they're going to be fine. That's happened with, I'd say, half of my new arrivals, 14 new tiger turquoise. And they're doing good. Their colors are showing up, starting to show really nice, as you can see right here. He's one of them right there. And those blue bands will get thicker as they're just starting to show. And they're going to be really brilliant. One of the sexes gets really thick bands, and then the other one kind of looks like a little bit like these. When I saw the parents, that's what they look like. This particular fish, he was also a non-eater up until, like, he just kicked in and started eating a few days ago, and he's really interested in algae. Well, he comes up for some beef heart, so he's back in business, and he spent, a good part of a month just being a scaredy cat and not wanting to compete, and Discus do this. So anyhow, we're gonna get them all nice and healthy and happy like the rest of them. And as you can see, I'll maybe I'll. Nah, I was gonna throw some food in. I'll throw. Look, I've got them. I've got them eating pellets, and a lot of people say you gotta buy expensive pellets. I'm using these. Okay, and the Discus go nuts for them. They absolutely love them, and they're fortified with everything they need. They get these pellets, beef heart, and bloodworms. That's what I'm doing. That's what I've been using. These pellets are the staple. I'm dropping these pellets in almost every hour and a half to 2 hours. Just give them a little pinch. And there they go. Watch them. See? Some nice healthy Discus. Now the key thing I really want to get into today is all of the gurus out there. Now, I'm not going to call myself a guru. I have a lot of experience with fish tanks when I was younger. I worked a busy life. Now I'm retired, and I've always wanted to do Discus, and I have the time for them now. So I'm going to breed them. That's my intention: breed them, and hopefully make some money, because there's a need in my town for a good Discus breeder. And we've got very few aquatic fish stores left. It's just so there's a market here, and I think I can use this to help set my retirement income, and that's my hope. So we're going to breed these fish, and we're going to sell them. I've got some real nice strains. The majority of my fish are Stecklers. They're going to get the males will get the little tail. Even these snake skins, they were Stecklers. I contacted the breeder I got those from and confirmed it. I don't know what this is. I've been calling him Big Red. He's the dominant, or she maybe, is the dominant fish in the tank. If you know if this is a male or a female, please let me know. Never seen it do any of the male dancing to any of the other fish. I've seen other fish doing the flirting dance after water change, but this one never, so I'm thinking it might be a female. But anyhow, I've been calling this a pigeon blood, and I've just figured out that it's actually a panda. And pandas were created by Jack Whatley Discus by crossing a pigeon blood with a standard turquoise, a red turquoise, like, where is he? Not him. Oh, he's in the back corner over here. He's down there, but the standard red turquoise. And it made these, and they call them pandas. So I have a panda. Beautiful, beautiful fish. And so I'm assuming it's a Jack Whatley, unless someone else just did the same cross. But that's where the pandas come from. So I have one possible Jack Whatley, and I don't know what the little melon is, the little orange melon. No clue. That's a pet shop fish, and she came with problems when I brought her home. Actually, everything I got from that pet shop, she's the only one that made it. I lost 3 other fish. It was sad, but it happened. And when you buy young Discus, it's a roll of the dice sometimes, especially from a pet shop. I will not buy pet shop Discus anymore unless they're huge, not babies. They seem to always come with problems. But I think it's just baby Discus. They come with problems. Yeah. Until they get as big as Big Red, you're rolling the dice. So it's going to be a little bit of a long one. We're into 9 minutes. I don't like to make them too long, so I'll get on with it. I want to talk about filtration, basically, and all of the stuff that they tell you when it comes to Discus. It's just, I find a lot of it's malarkey. A lot of it's based in paranoia. And what I mean by that is the concept of bare bottom tanks. They're like, oh, you gotta have a bare bottom tank. And then using gravel, oh, that's a no-no. We'll tell you that too. And having a dark background, well, they'll tell you if you have a dark background, nobody's going to show their colors. That's just not happening here. And what I've learned is don't listen to any of them. I'm not supposed to have more than 8 or 9 fish in this tank. I got over 20. Well, without considering all the dither fish, I probably got a good 25, 30 of those minimum. So there's a lot of fish in this tank. This tank is officially overstocked. How am I getting away with it? I'm doing water changes every 3 days. Everything's staying fine. My levels are, I don't have to do it every 3 days. I'm just doing it for the sake of being clean. I could probably do it once a week instead of twice a week, but why? How do I get away with it? I'm breaking all the rules. Well, the only answer I can give you is filtration. I went mad on filtration. I've got 2 50-gallon hang-on backs. I'm going to try and do some math here, but I apologize. So that's 100 gallons. And then I got 2 of these UV filters, and they are good for 80 gallons each. That's another 160 gallons. So we're up to 260 gallons worth of filtration in my 90-gallon tank. Then I have a sponge filter hidden back there. You can see the bubbles going up. And it looks like this sponge filter down here. It looks like that one. Okay. And this is a floating, those are good for 30 gallons. So that's 1880, 260 plus 30, 209 gallons worth. And then these here are worth 40 gallons of filtration. So, you know, it's 330 gallons of filtration. And then down here, I have an additional sponge filter like the one I just showed you, and one of those little floating bed filters. It's another 70 gallons of filtration. And then I've got the sump running constantly, you know, doing its something. Lots of biomedia in there. So a lot of people seem to talk about overfiltration. Oh, you don't need to overfilter. But I can't see the negative side. The fact that I'm quote unquote overfiltering is the only reason I can keep this many fish in this tank. So people tell you all you need is a canister filter with a UV attached to it. Yeah, fine, but what happens when that fails? Equipment always fails, and if you've got all your eggs in one basket, even 2 baskets is probably not enough. I mean, the second, you know, if you have, say, 2 canister filters, sure, you got one in case one dies. You probably won't lose them both at the same time, but I think you should use all the different kinds. Like, that's my opinion. That's what I went with, because everything has strengths and weaknesses. I'm not even running a canister filter because they get dirty and they hold germs, and if you end up with parasites, it's hard to get them out of your canister filter. So you'll be medicating like a madman. I take these hang-on backs off every week. I give them a good cleaning. I don't care if I'm washing out the biology in them because I have a sump. So it doesn't bother me. I do the same thing with the UVs. I clean them weekly, completely. I put them back in, and I don't care. My sump takes care of my biological filter. And then I've got my plants coming along. Another no-no. You're not supposed to have plants in a discus tank. It's supposed to bring on Armageddon. No, I'm not seeing it. I do my gravel is equally filled. It's a low amount of gravel, very low, just, you know, maybe an inch, and then I've got an equal amount of sand in there so that the gravel's, you know, the cracks are filled in with the sand. So that really solves all of the complaints about gravel, and it's easier to clean like this. when I use a gravel vac, because sand and a gravel vac don't really want to work well, but when you got gravel mixed with the sand, it keeps the sand kind of down while you're gravel vacuuming, and it helps you not suck all the sand out of your tank. So you can give it a good clean this way, and I find it works best for me. So again, I'm breaking all the rules, but yet I'm achieving success, and I've got way too many discus in my tank according to all the rules that all the gurus will tell you. And my fish are completely and perfectly healthy. I've even got them eating like low-cost pellets, like it's candy. And this just I guess the moral of the story is do it your way. Don't listen to these people. If you want a beautiful, planted, natural-looking environment, and if I was, to have to live in a glass box, I wouldn't want it to be a bare-bottom glass box with nothing but maybe a single color painted onto the back of it. These are wild animals. They want to feel like they're in nature. So they have eyes. Their environment matters. I intend to breed them. I don't want just, I don't know. I want them to be happy, and I think keeping them all in the tank like this, that looks like this, is going to help me get more pairs. Now we'll see if I'm right or wrong about that. Maybe no one's going to pair off. Maybe I bought all males. I don't know. I'll find out in the months to come. But I believe that this setup is going to give me more pairs. Now, from what I read, the average is one pair out of 10 discus is what people get. You get 10 freaking discus and all you get is one pair. That's your average. Now, if you do better than that, you can get struck by lightning and get 5 pairs. But that doesn't happen. That's just, I think that happened to the guy that's now running Jack Wadley. He told a story about that. He bought 6 fish and he got 3 pairs. He just, it's like striking. That doesn't typically happen. He got incredibly lucky. But we're gonna see what happens like this. If I got like 20, if I get like 10 pairs this spring, okay, we're gonna my house is gonna blow up. I'm gonna have tanks all over the place with pairs in it, and I'm not gonna sleep, and I'm gonna have thousands of discus to sell, and yeah, I'm gonna have a big smile on my face. I'll even show you my face. I'm not into that. Like a lot of people, I don't know. I don't. It's not like I need to hide myself. I don't think But anyway, right now I'm not into showing my face on the internet. I'm an older gentleman, and it's just not something I'm accustomed to. So, anyhow, thanks for paying attention, and please do it your way. Your tank will adapt to you. Whatever you choose to do, just do it consistently. Do it the same way the whole time, and everything will just sync up to your routine. That's it. Don't worry about no cycle crap. I mean, keep your eye on your ammonia. Do what you need to keep your ammonia down. That's the game. Okay? I don't know. I've tried to play with this concept of a cycle, and I understand that I have bacteria that's keeping my ammonia down to a degree, but maintenance is really where it's at, and you keep your ammonia down with your maintenance. There's no biology doing the work for you, and if you have that attitude, then you might not want to run discus. You can run like guppies and shit, but and neons and tiny little fish. They'll put up with like no filtration and no work, and they're pretty. But if you want like beautiful, challenging fish, and you like challenges, then yeah, discus is the way to go. And it's very rewarding. It sucks when things are going wrong, but it's beautiful when things are going right. And I guess we'll call it here. 20 minutes might be my longest video. Please consider subscribing. All the help I can get would be wonderful. This colony is going to grow. I guarantee you. I feel like I'm on the right track. I'm more than 6 months in, and this is where I'm at. You know, I'm getting past that failure hump, and success is around the corner. Have a wonderful day.